So, me and Shawnee are standing here doing nothing, using a machine paddle whisk, would you call it?
Yep.
Paddle whisk, there you go. You can, some of the old boys used to do it with a stick, but obviously if you were in prehistoric ice age, then that is what you use. Still, we're all done. We can pack up, boys, we're off, we're done. She's as good as she's ever gonna be. Yo, right, we are going to be plastering this bad boy out. So we've got Steve, the plumber, is here. He's coming in a minute. He's sorting out this gas line that he's going to be running down here. But yes, we are plastering. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the corner. Turn your notifications on. We put videos up 2 times a week, usually on a Monday and a Thursday now. But yeah, right. Let's get stuck into the video. So we are now getting prepped for all the plastering. So Kian is doing a wonderful job. So we've got all our water already ready to go. So you always start on your ceilings. So obviously we've got quite a lot of ceilings, and also we've got the heads of the windows. We'll get, and where the door is as well. We'll get those chucked on first. And there's 2 coats, there's a 2-coat system. So once they are on and going off, then you move on to the walls. So for those of you who don't know how to mix plaster, always put your water in first, then add your plaster itself, and you're using a machine paddle whisk, would you call it?
Yep.
Paddle whisk, there you go. You can, some of the old boys used to do it with a stick, but obviously if you were in prehistoric ice age, then that is what you use still. So what we're going to do, we're going to set you up on time lapse so we can crack on. Here's Steve doing some gas work. So we'll set you up on time lapse so we can just get stuck into it, and yeah, catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so that is the first coat. We're all done. We can pack up, boys, we're off. We're done. She's as good as she's ever gonna be. So the first coat's on for the ceilings and all the heads of the windows. So it is quite a warm day, so probably, well, what will normally happen is this end where you've got all the more airflow coming through will dry out a lot faster than it will do in the back of the kitchen area down there where Shawnee and Lou is. So we'll get the second coat on, because you just quickly flick over it, smooth it off a little bit, because you don't have to go too mental on the first coat, and then we'll get the second coat on and start the process all over again. And then once that's gone on, we can then, you have to leave it for a little bit longer then, but on your second coat should be a little bit wetter than your first coat, and then that way it should go on a lot smoother, and you will use less plaster, because your first coat is one to take all your massive imperfections out, and then your second coat really is to take away some of the smaller imperfections, and then you have to leave that to go off for a little bit, and then you just keep working it, and obviously getting it much smoother. So we better get on, because it is getting pretty warm, beautiful day, but I'm in trousers, so I have no more shorts left.
Beautiful day and we're inside.
Yeah, beautiful day and we're inside. So Sean likes to do all these patio work and porcelain slabs in the rain because he's a mental case.
Special.
Special. Yes, you are special. Sean is very special.
It just seems the way it is.
It's always that way.
Inside work, boiling.
When we're on the roof,
Outside work, roofing.
when we're on the roofing, it's going to be like monsoon season or something. That's always the way. So yes, so that's what we're going to do. So I better clean back up. Well, I say I better clean up. These better clean up because we all know I'm the princess of the firm. Don't laugh. You're not supposed to laugh.
You are definitely the princess.
So right, better get on. So me and Shawnee are standing here doing nothing.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. We're just staring at the beautiful smooth walls with just well, ceilings we've just put on.
That's what we're doing. So we've had the first sort of flick over on the second coat. Left it for about 10 minutes, would you say, Shawnee? For our bite to eat?
Quick bite to eat.
And then we've gone over it again, and then we're waiting again for probably another 10-15 minutes. But it's hard to, there's no set time, is there, Sean?
No, to be fair, it's good weather to get a lot on today because it's nice and warm. You just blast on with it. It's probably about ready now to go over the final coat.
Yeah, I reckon. So this end, as I said before, so down this end, where Lou is down there, that will dry out a bit faster, in fairness. So we're going to go over that probably one more time, and then we will be getting the first coat on, and we're probably going to get like either side of these two massive long walls on, I'd say, wouldn't you? Get them on, and then it's just hitting all some of the reveals, I guess, at the same time. Do you think?
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Optimistic.
Got to leave a little bit of bit to do tomorrow.
No, get on. Got to get on. Got to get on. So that is the plan. So I thought I would give you a bit of an update on there. So there's no, like I said, there's no set time. So it's not like you say, oh, we'll leave it 15 minutes and that's exactly right, because it doesn't work sometimes. When you're going over older ceilings rather than a boarded ceiling, it's like, believe it or not, where that wall is down there and you've got like the blue grit on there, that will dry out a lot faster, won't it, Sean, on there than the rest of the walls, because you've got, well, it's just, I think it just sucks the moisture out a lot faster, doesn't it, on those sorts of things. So that's that. So what we're going to do, we're going to let that go off, then the final trowel, and then we'll get back to you, I suppose, once we've got the first coat on these bad boys. Right, so we've got, as you can see, the first coat on these two long walls. Shawnee has decided doing the old bit of curve action over there, so that adds another element of complication. But yes, so you just got to make sure as you're troweling down, I don't know, you probably saw it, if I can do it on time lapse, it's because you have to keep the angle, because it suctions on if you're not careful. Like exactly what happened to you, Shawnee, wasn't it?
No.
No, not admitting to it. So, but it is really difficult on getting the curves in to get a supple line all the way down. So, but yeah, so 2 massive walls on. First coat's done, so ready for the second in about 5 or 10 minutes, something like that. And then we'll chuck that on, and then as we're troweling it all up, we'll come back to you then, I think. So we have now got, so me, Steve, Shawnee even, and Lulu. We've got the second coat on, just the final sort of trowel now, so Shawnee's just whipping over that side. But yeah, so pretty much done and dusted, probably another 10-15 minutes, something like that, and then just a once quick flick over and it's all done. So yeah, so then left for tomorrow is just these 2 ends and then some of the reveals basically. That's a little bit up here on the head here, look. So that little bit up there, and then this wall. So what you try and do, just in case you're wondering why you haven't done all that, is you try and get both sides on, so 2 opposite walls, and then obviously the far end. And as long as you've got all the heads on, which we have, on for all the windows, because there's 4 windows in here, as long as you've got all the heads on, you can crack on with all the reveals. So it works really well that way. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So I think that'll pretty much do us, because there's not a lot else we can show you on there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like it. Leave your comments below as usual, and we shall see you on the next one.
Ring the little bell.
Ring the little bell. See you guys.